Okay, so here's the final product on the console covering. Last couple of videos just showed the process with the cardboard templates and model, and then the last one was the wood frame, or the structure of itself of the console. And now here is the covered results. And as mentioned before, the center sections are covered separately than the outside part of the black frame, and then they are friction fit in. I've got the console bolted in permanently now. That door lifts up. There's a charging port inside of it, obviously a couple of cup holders, and then the forward shift boot lever, and then in the very front is a little recessed tray so you can have things not roll off of the edges. This whole thing is, again, friction fit in. The panels are, but the frame itself is bolted down. Oh yeah, and then I have lights on either side, little courtesy lights that are not hooked up yet, but will. So the floor will be lit up when the doors open. So there it is. I'm really super happy with how it turned out. I love the coordination between the console and the seats, and kept the dash stock except for the Dakota Digital instrumentation, which is pretty cool because you can add modules to that and get more data out of the engine if you want. But voltage, oil pressure, temp, odometer. In another car that I drag race, I have a trans temp module in that, but this one's the basic one, and it works just fine. Also kept the check engine light on the computer tied to that, so if I do ever have any faults, it will show up on that dash. The vintage air ducts are the aftermarket, sitting below the dash, aimed at the passenger and the driver. And would have been fun to have figured out a way to get that vented into the dash, but frankly, with all the wiring I have in the dash from the LM7 swap, it got pretty tight in real estate, and so having that ductwork on the bottom was actually fine. So keeping the interior really basically stock other than the seats and the console, I think it integrates really well. It doesn't look too out of place. Looks modern-ish, but obviously not a 68 narrow buckets or bench seat, but still some, I like it. So let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. There's a lot of videos in there that if you're working on a Chevelle might help out. At this point, the car is, there's a couple of little details here and there to finish, but effectively the car is done, where I'm going to start talking to people about selling it. So the project has been a couple of years. It's been frankly really fun to do. Sometimes it's been hard work, but I only do it when I have spare time and a good attitude to work on the car. And I really like how it's turned out. And yeah, so a couple of years into this, a little over 2 years, and complete rebuild and frame off restoration, and it's now ready to get out there in the market and see what it does. I have no idea what it's going to get on the market. Muscle cars are pretty hot right now. Hopefully it gets good attention. And anyway, thanks for watching.